Hi, I'm Nellie from Blyx, and I'm here to do a quick summary of the standard questions that I've been asked about the Blyx system. These questions and more extended answers can also be found on the facts page on the Blyx website. Is Blyx an Australian product? Yes, the Blyx platform, consisting of firmware and software, is all developed in Australia. The Blyx device controllers are designed in Australia and complete their final assembly and testing here, but are manufactured overseas. All hardware used in a Blyx setup is very flexible in its procurement and can be sourced based on a client's specifications. Is Blyx a wireless system? No, we're wired for reliability because we know how annoying it is when you can't get in your room because the network's down, and we all know it happens. The device and environment controllers are designed to perform tasks, but more importantly, collect large amounts of data at consistent and frequent intervals. This means that they do require a lot of power, and a battery would struggle with it. Plus, who really wants to be walking around changing batteries all the time? Now, if we're running a cable for power, why not add network in there too? The Cat6 cable provides both power and network from the managed switch to the controllers, which not only ensures consistent performance and better data, but also means that all devices can be power cycled from the main platform and don't require someone physically going to the door. Does Blyx work offline? Blyx is an on-premise first platform with cloud integration as a feature, but not a necessity. All critical data and device communications stay local, so operations continue even without internet. Each controller connects to a managed network switch for power and network. They also store data locally to keep a guest access running during network outages. For extra resilience, a UPS can also be added to the network switch to keep the system powered during power outages. How does Blyx deal with someone that's been locked out? Firstly, Blyx offers guests a variety of access options to be set up against their profile. For example, they can have the app on their phone as well as a fob on their car or work keys. In the event, however, all access options are inside the room and the guest is outside, they can simply contact reception and the door can be remotely unlocked once confirmed it's the right guest for that room. How is Blyx a safer system? Firstly, the electronic access control means that with Blyx, you can see where all access codes are being used around the facility in real time. You can track staff and what rooms they have entered, as well as identify when guests are having trouble accessing their room. Better still, Blyx can instantly remove any access from devices at any time, ensuring that all access permissions are controlled in real time. What Blyx also promotes is the Australian Lock Company's exclusive buy lock system with quick change barrels. That means that if a key, room or master is ever compromised, it's quick and simple to change the keys with access to the affected rooms. The buy lock system means that keys can't be cut, ensuring that key management is simplified. The Blyx Bluetooth beacons, when used as ID tags for key sets, can also track where physical keys are at all times around the facility. What does the Blyx Environment Controller do? The Blyx Environment Controller is like a room's personal assistant that never takes a day off. Out of the box, it tracks temperature, humidity, and light, learning each room's normal so it can flag issues like mold-friendly conditions or poor blackout curtains. You can add up to 3 extra plug-in modules: an IR control to control the air cons remotely, human presence detection to confirm check-ins and avoid disturbing guests, and even air quality sensors for early leak or fume warnings in storage rooms. We even have an acoustic sensor to monitor noise complaints with real data. The result? Comfortable guests, less wasted energy, and staff who can act before small problems become big ones. How is Blyx good for night shifters? We all know signs for night shift don't always work, and if they've even been put up at all. The Blyx Environment Controller with presence detection takes that hassle away by showing in real time which rooms have someone inside directly on the live facility map. Staff can then quickly check before starting work in an area and instantly see where guests are resting. That means fewer disturbed guests and fewer awkward moments for staff. How does Blyx contribute to ESG reporting? Most access control systems don't touch ESG, but Blyx does. On the environmental pillar, it helps cut wasted energy by turning off air conditioning units and hot water services when they're not required. It can also implement power monitoring devices to identify when systems are reaching end of life and require replacement due to excess power draw. On the social pillar, Blyx supports well-being with better room maintenance, reduced disturbance for night shift staff, and by enabling all guests to stay connected with important information through the Blyx app. On the governance side, Blyx provides clear, auditable records of access and activity, ensuring compliance and accountability. Role-based access and detailed reporting give management the transparency and reliable data needed for better decisions. What if a facility already has an access control system? No worries, Blyx can potentially integrate with your existing access control system to collect data for the live facility map. But even on its own, the Blyx Environment Controller delivers plenty of value. Even if you stick with physical keys for room access, the Environment Controller can confirm when someone's in the room, control the AC units, and monitor room conditions to trigger maintenance alerts. Blyx can also support an electronic locker setup at reception, allowing guests to collect keys on arrival and go straight to their allocated rooms. This reduces the pressure of always having someone available at reception. Can you retrofit Blyx for access control? Blyx was actually built for retrofits. Existing door hardware often stays in place, and Blyx will source the right electronic striker to suit your handles. It works with both swing and sliding doors, with controllers installed in standard electrical mounting blocks. These blocks make the system easy to blend in, offer flexible mounting options, and allow simple access for maintenance. Does Blyx work on sliding doors? It sure does. As long as there's space in the wall cavity for an electric striker, Blyx works just like it would on a standard swing door. You can even link multiple doors to the same room or area, and reservations can be assigned to each one. Guests or staff can use any of their allocated devices to get in. What can you see on the live facility map? The map is a fun and interactive way to see all Blyx data in context around the facility. With the Blyx Live Facility Map, you can see your entire site in one view and then zoom into areas you want to explore in more detail. Guest rooms can show door activity, environmental conditions, booking status, as well as if someone is currently in the room. No, we don't use cameras, it's just human presence detection. You can even zoom into a laundry and see what machines are available based on power consumption, as well as monitoring food storage in the restaurant to confirm everything is at safe temperatures. Blyx is bringing a facility to life on the screen with its data.